all 10 districts in Kelantan at risk of being flooded. 2 killed, 12 injured in Texas party shooter. Hello and good afternoon. Welcome to News on 2 with me, Mohammed Amin Carlos. Now, the number of flood victims in Perak rose last night to 550 people from 150 families, compared to 508 people from 125 families yesterday afternoon. Well, the flood victims were from Hilir, Perak, Kerian and Batang, Padang. Well, according to a State Fire and Rescue Department spokesman, 6 temporary relief centers, PPS, were open in the state. Hilir, Perak district had the highest number of flood victims, with 326 victims from 83 families. They were placed in Sekolah Kebangsaan Changkat Jong, Teluk Intan Municipal Council Hall, Langkap and SK Dato Yahya Suban. Another 188 flood victims from 48 families in the Kerian district were housed in 2 PPSs, namely SK Changkat Loba and Parit Haji Aman Hall. 36 people from 19 families in Batang Padang were still at the Haji Tahir Multipurpose Hall, Tapa. Well, all 10 districts in Kelantan are at risk of being inundated by floods. As such, Kelantan Police Chief Dato Hasanuddin Hassan said police have been taking precautionary measures since July by conducting various exercises, including rescue and logistics operations. He noted that the leave of about 3,000 officers and personnel will be frozen if necessary.
Kalau berlaku saja, memang saya akan berkurang cuti semua pegawai dan anggota, termasuklah pegawai awam di kontijen Kelantan. Andai kata kalau berlaku banjir, kalau tak berlaku tu tak ni lah, seperti mana sekarang ni ada hujan gitu, itu kita hold lagi lah setakat. He told a press conference at the Jili District Police Headquarters, IPD Kelantan. It was reported that East Coast states are expected to experience 4 to 6 episodes of heavy rainfall from early November to January due to the northeast monsoon that often results in major floods. The flood situation in the Kuala Selangor district in Selangor is expected to continue until this weekend, as the high tide phenomenon is due to end this Wednesday. Meanwhile, Selangor Menteri Besar Amiruddin Syari said the state government is in the process of opening tender for the Sungai Buloh flood mitigation project as a way to overcome flood issues in the state in a long run.
Yang sedang dalam proses pertenderan ataupun pembinaan, iaitu rancangan Tempatan Banjir RTB Sungai Buloh, yang insya-Allah akan mengambil masa tempoh 2 tahun untuk dilaksanakan, dan kita berharap agar projek itu dapat dilaksanakan segera.
Amiruddin was speaking at a press conference after visiting the relief center at Sekolah Kebangsaan Parit Mahang in Kuala Selangor. He also informed that as of 8 p.m. on Monday, 858 evacuees from 277 families are still being housed at 4 flood relief centers in the state. Well, meanwhile, the Pulau Pinang state government has invested 13.2 million ringgit in 8 flood mitigation projects in Jelutong. Pulau Pinang Exco Jagdeb Singh Deo said the flood mitigation projects involve repairing and upgrading the drainage and road systems. Well, Jagdeb also said one of the 8 projects has been completed, 5 are still ongoing, and another 2 are in tender process. The Pulau Pinang Exco, who is also the Dato' Kramat Assemblyman, said another 3 million ringgit was invested to raise the level of Jalan P. Ramlee and upgrading the existing drainage system by next year. Jagdeb explained that Jalan P. Ramlee is located in a low area and easily flooded during monsoon season. Well, the Housing and Local Government Ministry will implement a more organized and effective solid waste management system nationwide. Its Minister Zuraida Kamaruddin said for a start, 4 landfill sites with better management system and equipped with modern technologies would be constructed and upgraded in Terengganu. The 4 locations which have been identified as landfill sites in the state are Sungai Ikan to cater to Kuala Terengganu and Sitiu districts, Bukit Jemalang for Kemaman and Dungun, Tertak Batu for Marang and Hulu Terengganu, and Pengkalan Keling for Besut.
Pusat pelubusan sampah Terengganu. Ada 4 yang dikenal pasti akan menguruskan sampah seluruh negeri Terengganu.
Jadi maksudnya tempat ni sudah sedia ada atau?
Nah, tempat yang ada, yang sedia ada ni, kalau kita boleh gunakan, kita akan gunakan. Kalau tak boleh, kita cari tempat baru. Tapi lokasinya di situ lah yang saya sebut.
Zoraida was speaking after visiting the proposed site for a transportational terminal at KT Central near Bandar Baru, Bukit Besar in Kuala Terengganu. Currently, Terengganu only produces about 500 tons of garbage daily, and the amount is categorized as moderate as compared to other developed states, with Selangor producing 7,000 tons and Kuala Lumpur 3,000 tons daily. According to Zoraida, the ministry was focusing on a systematic and orderly approach in waste management, regardless of the quantity of solid wastes produced in a state. The Ministry of Agriculture and Agro-Based Industry, MOA, our related agencies and ministries will monitor and carry out inspections on premises suspected to be smuggling in pork and pork-related products. While MOA, in a statement, said the move was taken after the Veterinary Public Health Laboratory in Bandar Baru Salak Tinggi detected the DNA of African swine fever, or ASF, virus in a luncheon pork product which was imported from China in Sarawak last Friday. Well, although Malaysia is still considered ASF-free, the ministry takes the findings seriously and is warning the public not to buy pork products originating from countries which are at risk. Well, it said legal action will be taken against those caught bringing in the products illegally. According to the ministry, so far, ASF outbreaks have been confirmed in 10 Asian countries, namely China, Mongolia, Vietnam, Cambodia, North Korea, Laos, Myanmar, the Philippines, South Korea, and Timor-Leste. On Sunday, Sarawak had issued a ban on pork and pork products imported from countries hit by ASF after the DNA of ASF virus was detected in a luncheon pork product imported from China. The MOA also added that under Section 31 of the Animal Act 1953, or Act 647, it is the responsibility of pig farmers to immediately lodge a report to the veterinary authorities if a pig is suspected of a disease or have died, and it should not be transferred without an approval. The Malaysian Tourism Council, MTC, welcomes the government's allocation to the tourism sector during the tabling of Budget 2020. Well, it gives a clear indication that the government emphasizes on the importance of the sector. President of the Malaysian Tourism Council, Uzaidi Udanis, said the incentives would help entrepreneurs to better prepare to receive more tourists, especially in conjunction with the Visit Malaysia Year 2020.
Dan saya harap kerajaan terus mengangkatkan industri players terus mengangkat industri players supaya industri will lead industri. Kita tak perlulah kerajaan hanya semua nak buat kan. Kita perlu berdikari dengan ada sokongannya kerajaan. Saya rasa tahun Malaysia, target tahun sasaran tahun Malaysia ni kita boleh capai.
According to him, visa on arrival VOA provided at a few locations around the country also shows the government's concern on the industry. He said this at the Malaysia Tourism Council Gold Awards 2019 in Kuala Lumpur. Among the award recipients are Perak State Tourism under the category of Best Tourism Promotion Campaign and Best Eco-Friendly Tourism Destination. Now, more than 80 awards was given as a token of appreciation to them in upholding the tourism sector of the country. General Operations Force, or PGA guard post near the Malaysia-Thailand border was attacked with firecrackers by a group believed to be Thai nationals yesterday morning. Well, in a statement, PGA Northern Brigade Commander SAC Abdul Ghani Muhammad G said the guard post was attacked at about 11:20 a.m. on Monday with 4 firecrackers. Now, SAC Abdul Ghani said one of the firecrackers broke a mirror while another hit a wall of the post. PGA personnel then built a barricade before they were shot with another 2 firecrackers at about 12:40 p.m. No personnel were injured during the incident. SAC Abdul Ghani said the attack was believed to be a scare tactic against the team, which had foiled an attempt to smuggle katum leaves into Thailand. He also added that the Thailand authorities have been informed of the incident and a police report has been lodged. And that concludes this afternoon's edition of News on 2. Our top story, all 10 districts in Kelantan at risk of being flooded. We'll be back at 7 this evening with more updates. Till then, I'm Muhammad Amin Carlos, and thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.